Hey y'all, it's me, Dawn. Today is Thursday, the 29th. It is my day off. I had plans to do this video like 1 o'clock. I was gonna go outside, but it was 50 degrees outside and I'm already cold, so it was freezing. And time just got away from me because Thursday is usually my day to like change the sheets in the bed, sweep and mop the floors, wash the towels and the sheets in the bath and clean the bathrooms. And so I did all of that. Well, okay, I didn't do all of it. I did clean up my bathroom. I did change the sheets on the bed that I sleep on, and I swept the floor. I did not mop it, but I did wash my clothes because my husband washes his own clothes because years ago he felt like I didn't do them right, so he does it himself, and it works fine for us. I don't mind just washing my clothes, y'all. I sort of like it better anyway because if his clothes gets messed up, it's all his fault, not mine. But anyway, and I did, oh yeah, I did cook him dinner because he's not doing this eating like better style, whatever. So he wanted spaghetti. So I made that for him earlier today because I didn't want to do it later. And I actually juiced some vegetables. It was carrots, green apple, celery, ginger, and now I'm forgetting something. I just can't think of it right now. But I made some for today and for tomorrow because I have to work tomorrow. And then I made a salad for lunch and dinner today. I didn't eat the dinner salad because my abdominal area is hurting, and I don't know if it's from because this whole week I just been juicing, you know what I just said, and beets is in there. That's what it was, beets, y'all. Sorry, and just been juicing and eating like a regular garden salad since Monday, and my belly's been killing me. I've had to go to the bathroom. I'm not going to be seeing wet because it's disgusting, and I don't know because I'm eating more, like roughage, and it's just working in my system. My husband, his exact word was like, Dawn, that's why it's called salad shooter. Ha 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 ha. And I'm just looking at him like, gosh, I'm glad you think that joke is funny, y'all. But he thought it was funny. So, ha 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 ha, right? Yes, it was funny a little bit, but still, I didn't want to hear it from him when I wasn't feeling good. So that's been a while. So I'm still not hungry anyway. I'm really not hungry for the most part, but since I've been doing the juicing and the salads, I'm really not hungry. So I still doing the juicing and I still have the salads. I just not eating tonight because I don't think I can do it. So hopefully I will feel better tomorrow because I do have to work. Um, if I don't, then I'll just call in or just tell my boss, hey, I'm going to come in a little bit late. But for the most part, I really don't call in or call off since I've been sick. The only time I ever was sick, I guess stayed home from work is when I had COVID and when I got the flu back in January. And of course, when I had the three surgeries that I had in past years. So, of course, I had to take off for those. But for the most part, I'm at work when the people who are not sick are not at work. So my boss had told me the other day, she said, Don, it's funny how you're the most sick, and that you're the one that got cancer in this office, and you're the less person, I mean, you're the only person that does not call off, even when you're sick with other stuff. And I'm like, hey, well, hey, that's just Dawn. But don't compare me with them because they got their own issues going on, and I have mine. Do not want to be compared to anybody, y'all. So today, the hospital called because they're trying to schedule my PET scan. Well, I missed the phone call early this morning because I was sleeping. So when I got up around 9, I called them back. So they claim that they have to schedule the PET scan 3 weeks after I had my injection, which is crazy, but whatever. Because before they've never done this. They just schedule the PET scan. I go to the PET scan and it's with contrast. And then I go to my injection, whatever. Never done this before. So she was trying to schedule it for April was it 8th or 9th? And I'm like, okay, that's not a Thursday. Because I told him ahead of time, I'm off on Thursdays. I prefer, if I can, to get all my appointments done on a Thursday. And I do get off early on Tuesday, so I can come like, Tuesday afternoon after 2 o'clock. But they want to change it so that I called them back. The lady that I talked to, she said, well, what we'll do is, because I do have an injection on March, I believe it's the 15th, because that's a Thursday. If it's a Thursday, it's March 15th. And so that appointment is like 11 o'clock or 10, something like that. So she said, well, what we can do is get you your PET scan at 7:45 because they have to do the contrast. And then I can go in for my appointment later, because at 11 to go see the doctor to do my blood work and get my injection. So then another nurse called back, like, no, we can't do that because you got to do it 3 weeks before this and blah, blah, blah. And I was trying to explain to her, I said, well, ma'am, if that's the case, if you're going back to February when I just had my injection, February 15th, February the 4th, I mean, March the 14th would put it as 4 weeks. That's longer than your 3 weeks. And it'll be before the injection because I'll be getting the scan before the injection. So why do I have to wait till after my March 15th injection to April the 8th or 9th to get the scan done when it's about the same amount of time? And she was trying to argue me. And she goes, I'll call you back and I'll just see, blah, 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 blah. So an hour later, another nurse called and said, well, we talked to Dr. Snyder, that's my oncologist. And she's fine with it. She's going to look over her schedule. But if we don't call you back today, we're just going to keep the was it March 15th? And I'm just like, okay, whatever. And I'm just like, they need to get their stuff together before they call me, y'all. Because it's like I'm trying to plan these schedules every month because I want to go do stuff. I have one of my daughters coming from California at the end of the March, to visit me, and I have my oldest daughter that lives in Indianapolis that wants to come near the end of the month in March when the daughter from California is visiting, but she just want to come for the weekend and then go back home, drive back home because she has to work. So I'm just like, I'm trying to, plan all of these, when my daughters come visit me around my appointments. So it was just crazy, y'all. Just crazy. I really didn't get to go sew. I wanted to go sew because I'm trying to learn how to sew my own clothes. As I told you guys the last time, I think I told you that I'm really into the Victorian era as far as the furniture and the clothing. I can't too much decorate my house like that because my husband does not like the Victorian era. I did buy some Victorian era chairs. Well, actually, a customer did that like me, bought them for me. And I'm looking for one of the couches, but the clothes, I could go all the way out the clothes. He don't really care, either or. So I had started buying some of my stuff. Like I bought two pairs of boots from that era, but I had to order them from, I think it was Paris. I think so. At a shop called Memory. And then another place called American Duchess. That's AmericanDuchess.com. And Memory, which is MEMERY.com. But now they just opened a location here. Here in the United States because they're based out of the UK. So, and I've been buying clothes, like getting my petticoats made from some woman in Ukraine. And that's the Gibson girl I was telling you guys about. She's on Etsy and on Instagram. Love her clothes. Those take a while to come. And the cottage core too. So I've been ordering a lot of my stuff from overseas. And it gets expensive and I really can't afford to do that right now. So I've been trying to learn how to sew. I mean, I could quilt, but that's not the same thing as sewing. So I'm trying to find someone to teach me how to sew, to read the patterns and everything. I can't do that. So hopefully I can find somebody to help me. There's a lady at church, Sister Todd, that says she knows how to do that and she'll be happy to teach me. It's just trying to meet up with her with my appointments and me being tired and then with her schedule because I don't know what she has going on either. So today for me was sort of good, sort of bad. I'm really tired, and it's only 6:05 p.m., you guys. I'm not even late, and I'm about to go to bed. That's why I'm in the bed right now, because my belly was hurting too. So I got my heating pad on my belly, or my abdominal area, because that's what hurts. And I'm just exhausted. Exhausted. I'm always exhausted, but there just days. Good exhaustion, bad exhaustion. Is there such thing as good or bad? I don't know. But I'm just ready to go to bed and see what tomorrow has for me. Um, I think that's all I had to tell you guys. Besides my daughters coming to visit and the work day. Today was a peaceful day though. I love living out in the country. We don't really have any neighbors that close to us. So that's awesome. We do have deer that come and visit us all the time. They're outside right now and they're so cool to see you guys. They got to the point where they go on our deck. We have, a deck out here, and they've actually come to the step of the deck when we're sitting out there. So they're getting comfortable with us. It started off with like one or two of them. Now it's like five or six, and sometimes they bring more than that. And I just like they're just bringing their whole friends and family. But I just love watching them. But anyway, you guys, I will talk to you later on this weekend, I guess, because I'm only trying to post videos like Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So in between those days is when I make the videos, so I can, upload them and edit if I need to. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't been editing. I think I only edited one video this whole time. That's the one that got the little border that has like I don't even know what it is, but little, cartoony. So I really don't be, editing. So I ain't gonna tell that lie to y'all. But I will see you guys later. And you have an awesome evening, you guys.